If you're looking for a place to buy or sell your FIFA 23 Ultimate Team coins, check out u4gm.com as a reliable place to do so and use code ELYTE, ELYYT, for 5% off at checkout. What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. My name is Sean, aka Elite, and today we're going to be talking about all of the new leaked cards that are coming in the next couple of days, as well as Team of the Year defenders plus the goalkeeper, and the investments that worked out today and didn't work out, because we had some that worked really well and we had some that just barely moved at all. So let's go ahead and hop right into it. First of all, we used our new promo trading method where we try to buy at the dip on the first day of release. Obviously, this is the first day release for the defenders. And so we've got Courtois and we've got Theo Hernandez. I actually have another Courtois on the transfer list as well. And for these cards, I think a lot of people were a little bit afraid to go in on them just because for the midfielders, so many people invested and it didn't work out very well. We saw how well the attackers rose on the first day, but the midfielders didn't quite do the same thing. I figured we're probably going to see it on the defenders because we're not seeing very much supply whatsoever from tradable packs right now. Everybody is saving for the full release, and if you've made it this far, then you're going to make it a little bit longer. Of course, a lot of people gave in and opened packs on day one when the attackers were out, but not a ton of people opened in their tradable packs for Team of the Year defenders. Of course, some people, but not a majority of people. So with that being said, we picked up a Courtois for 440,000 coins, and we have another one on the transfer list, and then we picked up Theo Hernandez for about 1.5 million coins, and those weren't the best prices, but they were pretty darn close. I did get in a little bit late, but only by like 30 minutes to an hour, so I timed it pretty well this time, and what we're seeing is a rise into the night due to rarity, and the bigger rise actually came from Courtois, the lower budget card. Now, I think a lot of that comes down to the fact that he is an affordable Team of the Year. Everybody wants a Team of the Year card, and it's the only card that's kind of in the same budget range of between 300K to $1 million. The rest of the Team of the Year cards are over $1 million coins. I think the next cheapest one might be Modric. So Courtois is kind of in a league of his own, a price range of his own. So anybody who wanted a Team of the Year card would have, maybe gone out and bought Courtois tonight. So right now we're seeing Courtois. He just got listed at 570. There's none at 580. And then you've got some for 590,000 coins. So I might list for 579,000 coins. We'll see if that one does end up selling. But as you guys can see, he's up about 130,000 coins. So after tax, we're making about 100K profit per card. So just on Courtois, we're up 200K. And then for Theo Hernandez, obviously a higher budget card. So we've got to worry a little bit more about tax on this guy. We got for 1.5 million coins, and he has risen over 1.6. But he's not at 1.7 anymore, and he was a few minutes ago. He hit 1.7, actually went a little bit above it, but then came right back down. I'm hoping I can get close to 1.7 for him, but if I can't, I will sell for 1.65. You're looking at about 75K tax, 80K tax there, which means that in the end, we're making about 70 to 80K on Theo Hernandez. But if we can get him to go up to 1.7 mil, that means that we can also make over 100K on this card, which would total over 300K profit for these guys. Let's go ahead and start selling the Courtois first. He's a card that's a little less rare, mostly because more people are listing him when they pack him. I don't know if goalkeepers, I believe they are more likely to be packed. I think we see it time and time again that goalkeepers in promos do pop up in packs a little bit more often than any of the field players, which is a little bit frustrating. He is 96 rated though, so you think it would be more rare. But last year, when Donnarumma was in Team of the Year, I actually only packed 2 different Team of the Years, but I packed Donnarumma 3 times. So I'm just throwing it out there. I think the pack odds for goalkeepers are a little bit higher. And on top of that, they're not as desirable. So that just causes a combination of things to make these cards a little bit cheaper. I'm going to go ahead and list this one. Since I have 2 of them, I'll list this one just undercut for about 1,000 coin undercut, 569K. Pretty happy with that profit still. I definitely can't complain. I know I could have made a little bit more. I should have sold a little bit earlier. But let's go ahead and talk about Ribery. I saw my coins go up. I got a little bit confused. I thought Courtois sold immediately, but no, it was Ribery. And let's talk about him. We've got one more Ribery to sell actually right here at, 387K. We bought 4 of them and we got 3 Szczesnys as well. And unfortunately, they didn't go up very much. Now, I think that they could rise maybe a few thousand coins over the course of the next 24 hours because you've got people like me who are selling off the investments today. And what we invested this for was the Pogba SBC that did end up coming out. And what we saw when the Pogba came out is that some of the investments that we made for complimentary links to that SBC went down in price after it was released. And it's a little bit different from what we've seen with Sergio Ramos and definitely with Gareth Bale. His MLS links and LAFC links skyrocketed. But for Paul Pogba, none of the links really went up that much. If they did, you're making very minimal profit, maybe 5 to 10% at the most. And for some cards, especially those that invested in players like Rabiot, which was always a terrible idea, I tell you guys, if you're going to complement link invest, you don't want to go with the same position as the card that's coming out because instead of complement linking, it's just getting replaced by the new card. So that was a recipe for disaster. But even cards like Franck Ribéry, who we have on our transfer list, 4 of them, in fact, we're just getting our coins back. Even after we sell, we lose the 20K tax. We don't lose any coins. We don't make any coins. And here's the reason why. I think we can learn from this and use it for some of the next SBCs that we have leaked, which I'm going to show you guys here in a minute. It's the fact that Pogba is French. And he's also a card that is not terribly expensive, but also not super cheap. But he's French. And when people are building their squads right now, most of the people that are going out and doing this Pogba SBC have French players in their squad already. That's just how it is. So to get him on full chemistry, they don't necessarily need to go out and get a Juventus card or a French card. So the links to Pogba, they did actually have some demand. If they didn't have any demand, they would have crashed due to the investors, when realistically, they just kind of stayed the same price. So there was kind of some people listing from investments and some people buying for the link invest, but ultimately it just didn't move the market that much. When we think of Gareth Bale and you want to throw him in your starting squad, well, there aren't any Welsh players that you really want to link him to. That's just the truth. And there aren't a ton of options to go with in terms of the league. There's only a few special cards like Ocampos, the goalkeeper, Tim Cahill, Landon Donovan, Clint Dempsey. You've also got Chiellini for LAFC, but other than those that I just listed, there's no other options. So obviously, if you wanted to get him in the squad, that was the only way to do it. You had to buy those cards. So that's why they went up in price. Paul Pogba, it's just too easy to link him, I guess. And I think that is why our investments didn't work out too well. If you guys invested in some of these and lost a little bit of coins, do not worry because we have some more leaked SBCs for you today. And I'm going to go ahead and show you guys those right now. But in the meantime, if you guys would like to smash the like button, that would be awesome. A few videos ago, I asked you guys to smash 400 likes because we had never smashed 400 likes yet in 2023. Obviously, we did it at the beginning of the year, but we didn't in 2023. And you guys smashed 600 likes on that video. I don't know how you did it, but here I am going to ask you guys to beat that record. We're going for 601 likes on today's video. Let's see if we can hit 601 likes today. That would be absolutely amazing. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the first leaked SBC that is coming out, and that is going to be Sadio Mane. His card, obviously Senegalese. You've got a couple options there, like Koulibaly's Path to Glory card and stuff like that to link. And then you've got Bayern links for the most part. There isn't a ton of other Bundesliga cards to go with. You've either got some Bayern special cards and you've got Koulibaly. There aren't any other Senegal players that come to my mind immediately. If we check players right now, we can go ahead and see the best players in Bundesliga. And see if anything gets a really, really good link to him. I think that Alphonso Davies might be a good shout. You can see he's already up a little bit, though. You can see some people are already investing because he's up 9% in price, which is a pretty significant rise for a card that is 374,000 coins. Then you've also got, the Team of the Year Jude Bellingham, but that's only a weak link, and he's going back in packs. I would stay away from that. Then you've got Leroy Sané, who I don't think is a terrible investment. He looks all right. 3-star weak foot isn't the greatest. Dio Upamecano, is that an SBC? It looks like it is. Can't invest in that. And then you've got just normal hero cards like Rudy Voller. You've also got Lucio, who his Bundesliga card right here could actually be somewhat of a shout if the meta kind of shifts towards Bundesliga and a lot of Bundesliga content starts coming out. Then that's a decent shout, honestly. Those are some good cards. But nothing really stands out as like the perfect investment. I think we're just going to see a general rise in price on some Bundesliga cards for this Sadio Mane SBC. And it looks like the stats, I mean, are absolutely crazy. We saw Pogba. It wasn't a card that you're going to go out of your way and build a squad around. If this is the card that gets released, you might build a squad around Mane. So for Pogba, you look at an 81 pace, you wonder how long that's going to last. It's a good card, and I'm probably going to do it just because I have French players in my squad already, and it just kind of works. But I wouldn't go out of my way to do that SBC if it didn't already fit in my team. And I think that's also why a lot of those compliment links didn't rise. Next, we've got Richarlison here. And this card also looks pretty decent. A Team of the Year Moments card. It doesn't look crazy, but if they price this card right, you could see a lot of lower budget teams using this card. If this is anywhere under probably 150,000 coins, I think we see a lot of people complete it. If they price it more than that, I think a lot of people might shy away just because although there are 5 stats 81 and above, 4 stats 87 and above, and it's all in the right areas, there is also no stat over 90. And now that we're starting to see more and more of these cards that are absolutely cracked post Team of the Year, I wonder how long before this becomes SBC fodder for people who ended up doing that squad building challenge. So if that card looks like this and it's priced too much, it's not going to move the market. But when we look at it at face value, if it's cheap, if it's 100K, I think a lot of people completed it. It fits teams, Brazil, Premier League, striker, obviously, decent stats too. So it's definitely a solid card. And when I look at that, I don't think we're going to see a huge change in price on a ton of cards either. I don't know if these are the cards that are going to absolutely skyrocket certain cards for compliment link investing, especially on the days that we're going to see a big market crash. It's going to happen again. We're going to see everything in packs is going to come crashing down, whether it's momentarily or for an entire day or for an entire week. It's going to start here on Thursday. It's going to carry into Friday. I think we continue to see drops in prices probably on Saturday, but we're going to see a rebound sometime in there, in my opinion. I think we see a crash, a big drop in price on most cards, including the Team of the Years, and then we start to see a rebound once most people have opened up all of their saved packs. Then they have all that buying power. They have all of those coins to spend on cards on the market, and so we'll ultimately see a rebound on the market, really, really intense rebound. I think it's going to be a great opportunity to get in on investments. Obviously, we're still a few days away from that, so I'm going to upload another video covering everything I think is going to be good investment exiting Team of the Year and exiting this weekend. So get, subscribe to the channel for that, and obviously turn on notifications so you don't miss it. But we're looking now at Premier League cards, and honestly, we can just take a look at Spurs just to see if there's any specific links that stand out to us. You've got Heung-min Son's Road to the World Cup. I think that is actually a card that still keeps up with the power curve, given the fact that it's 4-star, 5-star with those kind of stats. That's not bad at all. But here's the deal. I mean, look at this. The World Cup Stories Richarlison, 315,000 coins, and the stats aren't even going to be as good as the Team of the Year Moments. So maybe I'm lowballing it. Maybe people will want to do this Richarlison. Maybe it does fit people's squads more than I thought, because that does seem kind of expensive to me at 315,000 coins tradable. And it's hard to believe that EA are going to make this Team of the Year Moments less expensive than the tradable version of a card that's going to be less of a lesser rating. Christian Romero, that one's actually pretty solid. Of all of the investments in here, I do kind of like Christian Romero. He's also down 8,000 coins right now, so that's a good shout as an investment. I don't know about Harry Kane. Probably not, given the fact that he's a striker. You probably aren't going to see a rise in price on him. Ivan Perisic, maybe left wing back, could be an option. Could rise a little bit, but overall, I think the best investment there is probably Christian Romero for me. So those are the new leaked SBCs that are coming out to FIFA Ultimate Team in the next couple of days. And we do have confirmation that the Mbappe SBC is going to come out on either Thursday or Friday. We have seen a leak of that now. Mbappe is going to come to FIFA 23 Ultimate Team as a player of the month. It has been leaked and speculated upon for the last week, but since it hasn't dropped yet, people started getting a little bit nervous that it was never going to come, including myself. But we now have confirmation it's going to come on either Thursday or Friday. So keep an eye out for that. Your Verrattis, your Marquinhos cards, your investments, anything PSG related, Hakimi. Hakimi's a little shaky because he's in Team of the Year, so be careful with him. But most of those cards, most of those PSG links are safe to hold on to. The Verratti, we already know rose because of Sergio Ramos. Same for Donnarumma. Same for Marquinhos, even for Sergio Ramos. They're going to go up even higher because of Mbappe. We already have demand. It's going to add more demand. They're already rare. It's going to get rarer. I think that Verratti could rise another 40K, honestly, if all things go correctly. So that's going to be it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If it helped you out at all, as I said, we're going for 601 likes. That's pretty ambitious, to be honest. And if you made it to the very end of today's video, make sure to drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. And guys, we are only 2 days away now from the Team of the Year pack opening. 10 million coins worth of packs saved up. I don't know if you guys saw it over there, but we have 250 packs, and we are not done yet because, boys, we have so many upgrade packs to continue to complete. I'm going to be recycling all of the cards that we do pack and don't need into more SBCs to give us a bigger chance of packing Team of the Years, and I'm really hoping that we can get a couple of them, whether it's a Team of the Year or a Team of the Year icon. We see that Courtois sold. We're going to sell that Courtois. We're going to sell that Ribéry. We're going to sell the Theo Hernandez. We're going to go liquid. Should be at about a little over 5 million coins. We were at closer to 6 million, but then I did so many SBCs that we dropped in coins a little bit. But that'll probably be replenished a little bit by the pack opening. So I'm excited for that. Make sure to hit that sub button, turn on notifications. And if you made it to the end of the video and all through my rants, you deserve to get a heart on your comment. So if you made it this far, go ahead and comment Chesney, but you have to spell it right, all right? If you don't spell it right, you don't get it. You don't get a heart. So spell Chesney down in the comments or hide it in your comment somewhere, and I'll make sure to drop a heart on your comment. Appreciate you guys making it to the end of the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.